know why that's not focusing. Anyway, just got home and heard a knock at Stinky Holler. I'm hearing something now too. Stinky Holler is right below the moon. We'll see if anything else happens. I hear neighbor's dog barking. And it's coming from the direction of that. All right, so you got Stinky Holler, then you got the ridge line, and then over the ridge line, it's a pretty long ridge line, but is the neighbor's house. Hello, Nancy. The farm's doing pretty good. I've got all the limbs cleared up here around the house and on the road and everything. And the power company sent out some people to cut some more stuff for whatever reason and clog the ditch line. And actually, I guess it was the county people that sent them up here. So now they got my ditch line full of stuff again, and they cleared the road up the holler. They didn't get it all. You still can't get over the mountain, so hopefully that'll keep some people out. Hello, Pappy. Yes, it's absolutely beautiful, beautiful night. It's not too hot, not too cold. So how's everybody holding up? Because to tell you the truth, I'm having a pretty rough time comprehending what all's going on right now. It's as if we live in a totally backwards world at the moment. And I cannot get over how people can still watch the news or listen to their government and believe them. How many times does someone have to lie to you? And you know it's a lie. Either that or you don't pay attention. You might be willfully ignorant of it, but you know it's a lie. Especially the ones that's like, yeah, it's fake news and it's a lie, and they said this, and then actually this came out, and you still believe them. I mean, how many times does someone have to lie to you, and you catch them in a lie, and you still believe them? I mean, what does it take? I don't understand, man. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Pink, it looks like a moon to me. Does it look pink on the camera? I guess it kind of does. I probably ought to. It's pretty bright. Probably ought to clean the lens or something, maybe. Yeah, my throat. It's not sore or anything. It's just I feel congested. It's the allergies, and then this hot and cold. I mean, we got down below freezing again. I noticed the other day it killed all the blooms on my pawpaw bushes. The pawpaw bushes were blooming out, and every one of them around the house here are dead now. That sucks. It seems like it's doing this every year now. Yeah, I guess some people are. I mean, ignorance is bliss, right? I mean, that saying means something. But they know. And some of these people I love dearly, and they've raised me up, and I've known them my whole life. And, they're my parents, basically, and my siblings. And it drives me insane. Like, for instance, Fauci and this whole COVID scandemic. You know, I'm not saying it's real. I know it's a real virus. I also think it's a man-made virus. But you know, my mom's going around giving out these untested vaccines. She's took one. My sister took one. I hope she don't give it to her kids. Man, we don't know what this stuff is going to do. 2 years down the road, we don't know what it's going to do. It's untested. It's unproven science. You know, it's something rushed in there, and it's crazy. And it's all fear driven. If you remember, whenever this first started, the left was nothing to worry about. Hey, go down to Chinatown and all this and that. And then I guess uh, they all got together and rubbed their two brain cells together and thought, well, hey, we could use this to steal an election or to help steal an election. We can drive down the economy. We can make all these businesses close, even though the science did not back this at all. Then you got Fauci. Oh, masks don't work. Masks don't work. And and now it's what, wear two to 10 masks or whatever. But they put all these little businesses, and man, I feel so bad for people whose business went down, went under during all this, and it's still going on. It's still going on, man. It's driving me insane. And I don't think it's no bigger deal than the flu. I mean, just to be honest with you. And speaking of the flu, what happened to that? You know, what happened to all the flu cases in 2020? There was hardly any. You know why? Because they just changed the name of it. That's how, and people believe it. During this whole thing, I've only wore a mask a couple of times. And it was out of respect for the people that I was around. Uh, you know, I don't get out much. I'm not wearing them to Walmart or anything like that. You know, it's silly. You people are silly that's wearing those diapers on your faces. It's not doing nothing. But anyway, if it makes you feel better, yeah, go ahead, wear it. It don't make me feel any better. I'm not scared of it anyway. I could get corona and die tonight. And I know where I'm going, so hallelujah, take me home. Get me out of this crazy world. But I don't think it's that big of a deal. I don't think it justifies what we have done to our country over all this. But I don't know. I probably shouldn't get online and talk about this stuff. I'm sure everyone's sick of hearing it, but man, I'm fed up with what's going on. You got the news media that's pitting black against white, you know, the evil white man. I can't help the way I was born. And I'll let you in on a secret. I never, ever have a racist thought, okay? I don't never think down about another person because of the color of their skin or the shade of their skin. And I'm sure 99% of the white people out there don't do this. It's a small fragment of people that do have thoughts like that. And I guarantee none of the Christians do, the true quick Christian people. Because if you're a Christian, then you're going to believe that we all came from the same two people anyway, right? So how can we be different? We might have different shades of skin, but you got the government, right, all the way up to the president, the former vice president of the United States, Joe Biden, and that laughing hang of vice president we got now. She's insane. She can talk about stuff and laugh about it like, as if it's funny, and the subject matter isn't funny at all. But they got, you know, pitting, and this is the elite that's doing this to us, folks. They got us dumbed down, lying to us. And even though we know they're lying to us, people still believe them. And then they got us fighting each other over stupid stuff. It's insane. Have you heard the latest about they're trying to run a bill, a federal bill, to reform the police? How about we reform these cities and these families? Okay? How about putting some fathers in the homes so these kids don't grow up all wild? You know, how about stop giving so much incentive to a woman to have 20 kids by 20 different men? And then, you know, paying her, giving her more money to do it. It's insane. This welfare system was supposed to be to get people off their feet, not to make a living at. It's driving me insane, guys. I go out and I work hard for my money, all right, and then I get called a racist just because I was born white. It's crazy. It's crazy. The other day, we had a police officer shoot a girl that was in the process of trying to stab another girl. Both of them happened to be black, and the video, it's in Columbus, Ohio. He shot her, and now they're going after him. He's a racist. Another cop just got convicted because politicians are going out there and telling people to protest. These same politicians that called for the impeachment of Trump for silly reasons, for stuff that he's never said or even did. But she's going right out there and calling for this stuff, calling for these people to take to the streets and form a crowd, and basically telling them to riot. Where's her accountability? The hypocrisy in this country is outstanding. It is outstanding right now. You're not, Dana. I'm sorry, man. I probably shouldn't come on here and talk like this, but man, I've had it. I'm at wit's end with what's going on here. And what hurts me the most is all these people are God's people. They've all got free will. But you got the devil out there that's putting, got the drugs out there, separating families. They're teaching people in schools, young people in schools, kids, that they come from a freaking monkey, that they're no better than any other animal. And it's just, it infuriates me. There's zero proof of evolution. Zero. You show me some proof and I'll show you where they lied to you. So they took God out of the country. This country's turned its back on God, and this is what we're getting. And I know it talks about this in the Bible, and we're going to come to end times, and it's going to be bad. Man, we live in such a beautiful, beautiful world, full of good people, and I hate to see it happen. I really do. But in the same breath, I'm going to say, come quickly. Lord Jesus, come quickly. I don't know. I don't know how you're all feeling, but I just aggravated. I find myself being aggravated all the time now, and it's no good. It weighs heavily. Right. I mean, I social distance before it was cool myself, but only because this ain't nothing new. But it sure does seem like all this is amping up quickly right now. And I don't know what it's going to take. What do y'all think it's going to take for people to snap out of it, to come to their senses, or will we? Will it just keep steamrolling downhill? Hey, Sissy, I found my rake. I don't know why you put it underneath that shed. Nobody puts rakes over there. It's crazy. Pretty sure I got you on camera doing it. And you stole one of my roosters. Well, Melinda, bless your heart. My mom's an ex-nurse. My sister is a nurse. She's in charge of the whole floor. And they're totally down with the vaccine. Totally down with it. It's insane. And then you try to post stuff that here's what this doctor that's studied vaccines his whole life has to say about these new vaccines. And that's another thing. You can't find that information on Google or YouTube. If I was to talk about the stolen election right now and YouTube was to find out about it, well, there you go. You're gone. All right. If I was to talk about, if I was to put a doctor on here that's studied vaccines his whole life and diseases his whole life that was anti against this vaccine uh, because it hasn't been studied, it's experimental, then YouTube would take it down. Google won't let you put it out there. I've left Facebook. I'm done with Facebook. I'm about done with YouTube as soon as I can. They got a couple platforms that's coming along with their live feeds, and as soon as they get one going that's pretty decent, then I'm leaving YouTube forever. The My Pillow guy's supposed to have something coming out. They're having trouble with hackers and everything else on that, and I don't know. I just pray for one more revival. I pray that the Lord will show Himself, and all the truths will come out before the end of times. Because if we could get as many souls into heaven as possible, that's a good thing. You know, nobody wants to go and burn in a lake of fire for eternity. And I don't know. It's all frustrating. No, you can't save people from themselves, Felix. But I think people ought to have a right to. You know, it's not a lot of it's not people's fault, man. They can't get the information. I guess they can get it, but they just don't. I don't know. Like they've been programmed their whole life. Like my parents' generation, they're totally programmed. You know, I was programmed. You know, and what's funny is what woke me up is Bigfoot. These things being real after being told they're not real, and then that's what got me looking into all this other stuff. You know, I've read the Bible a couple more times, and it's totally things have a totally different meaning now. Like like the Old Testament, for instance. Why was God wanting, His people to go and kill off these other tribes and stuff like that? Well, it's because that they had the bloodline of the Nephilim, the fallen angels, in them. You know, they were a abomination. That's why. That's why they need to be took care of. And it's still going around. I think that's what the elite are. Maybe that's why they call them blue bloods. You know, I know one thing for sure. Their master is their God is not my God. They serve a different God, and it's Satan. But people have been programmed their whole lives. Google, you can't get on there and look up stuff. I don't know if everybody else's crap's buffering now or what. I don't know. My computer's now buffering. I'll try to refresh it. I don't know what's going on. If you're listening to YouTube, kiss my grits. Sharon, I think we do too. And I don't want to say why I think that. I mean, because it sounds like I'm a crazy person, which I am. I might as well say it. But I think there's things going on behind the scenes. And I think the bill's fixing to get lifted. Uh, like I was saying on YouTube, you couldn't talk about the crooked election, them stealing the election, bringing in machines, uploading stuff to the internet, and it's going to different countries. All this is coming out now. Look at what's going on over in Arizona. Look what all they found in Texas. There's people getting arrested for it. Uh, I think it's all going to come out. It's got to come out. They messed up and gave us this internet. Now they're doing a pretty good job of controlling a lot of this information from a lot of people. But there is some of us out there that's going to dig a little bit deeper. We're going to look into it a little bit more. And there's stuff coming out. You ain't going to see it on the news. You might as well get rid of the TV. The TV is doing nothing but lying to you. I haven't had one in over 6 years now. And I think it's one of the best moves I ever made. Amen, Samuel. Yeah, it all boils down to good versus evil. All of it. Melinda, I've seen no evidence of them flooding the tunnels at the White House, and there's a lot of misinformation out there, and I fell for a lot of it myself. But if you know if you got a link, I think you can put a link in the chat, and I'll check it out. But a lot of that, I mean, there's some interesting stuff. Like that one night, it looked like they was bringing kids out of the White House and stuff like that. And another thing that gets me, if there's no doubt in my mind, there's a bunch of Satanists out there that's doing sick things to kids and sex trafficking and all that. No doubt in my mind. I mean, you look up stuff like Marina Abramovich and all the politicians and celebrities around her and the stuff that they was into. Uh, John Podesta and his grossness with his brother, the Comet Pizza, all that. I mean, I'm going way back, a few years back, with some of this stuff that I've been looking into, for the last few years. You used to be able to find stuff like that on YouTube. Not anymore. And if you do find it, you really got to search. YouTube ain't found someone's small channel, and you got to. I mean, it make it really tough to find. I don't. I don't. She might have been Melina, but I don't believe it. And I'm not saying you're a liar or anything like that. But for me to believe that, I'm gonna have to see it, and that's just the way I am. It was the same way for Bigfoot. I wasn't 100% convinced that Bigfoot was real until it took me seeing one. Even though they beat on my house, threw rocks at me, did all kinds of stuff, screamed, all that stuff. It took me actually seeing one before I was 100%. So I mean, I can't. They're trying to close down Guantanamo Bay right now. That's what the Democrats are after right now. They've got some powerful people in big places, and I don't even know what money is anymore. All they do is print it off. I don't think there's any gold or anything back in it. I mean, you might as well wipe your tail with it. But they do have a lot of that stuff. Well, I mean, what you said about Hillary is not in front of my face. I've not heard or seen anything about that today, and I don't know. I'll probably make a few people mad with this one. But if you're getting your information from people like Charlie Ward or Simon Parks, then you need to research on a bunch of the other lies that they've told. And I'm sorry, but I can't trust a liar. Yeah, I'll run Cece off. Quit taking my rake. But is he really? That's what I'm talking about, Melinda. Some of those videos they're showing you of him on Air Force One are old videos or nothing. They're not current videos. There's a lot of people that's not telling the truth. There are other people that's supposed to be in the truth community that are plants. They're in there uh, telling you lies and spreading false information. Some of it might be for a reason, but I don't know. I'll have to see it. There's just I don't know. I'm trying to think of a channel's name, but I can't think of it right now. Yeah, I'm looking at it. I think maybe you can look up Grift Busters or something like that on YouTube. I think it's what it's called. They give you the lowdown on all that. Let me see if I can find it. Seeker of Truth, that's what it's called. But you can check this video out and definitely check their channel out. He'll give you the lowdown on some of these people that they're just out telling lies, and they're making money off of selling people what they call, I think it's a pretty cool name for it, hopium. They're making money off of it, but I mean, there is things going on. You know, you got people like General Flynn and Mike Lindell, and you know, I've seen a couple of things from them here lately, and that gives me hope because you know, I think they're good Christian people that want the best for the country. I don't think they're lying to us. I mean, I'll check it out. But I mean, it's just another thing dividing the country. And like I said, I hate to talk about it. And you know, there's going to be a lot of people that don't like this video. But I think you ought to hear it. I mean, I think people ought to research themselves. Don't listen to me. Definitely don't listen to the news. Definitely don't listen to the government, and take it all as the truth. All right, there might be grains of truth in there, but research it yourself. You can get off of Google. All right, I'm using Brave browser now, and you can find a lot more stuff on that than what you could use in Google. I've got a BitChute channel. I've got Odyssey. Heck, what's that one called? Of course, it's not going to be on here now. I can't think what it's called right now. I think Bigfoot's just trying to survive. I don't know if they're trying to protect the. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me because I think they are an intelligent critter. You know, they're definitely they definitely can process thoughts way better than former Vice President Joe Biden. And if they can figure out stuff like that, then why wouldn't they protect their home? That's their home. I'm sure you know they probably are. Rumble, that's the other thing that I'm on. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. Oh, I'm not saying I was offending you, but there will be people. People are comfortably stupid, I guess, or not stupid, but ignorant. Ignorant is bliss, and they don't want to know about this stuff, which is odd to me. Why wouldn't you want to? I thought, you know, some people say, for instance, all right, and this will probably get some frowns. I'm not 100% on board with Dog Man, okay? And I'm definitely not 100% on board with Bigfoot turning into orbs or mind speaking and all that. Actually, I don't think that happens at all. But it could. I leave the door open that it could. If it ever happens to me, mind speaking, I'm done. And, you know, I'm not messing with them anymore because I don't want anybody else in my head. But people just like knowing that stuff's not out there. I guess it's scary. I mean, I guess it can be scary, but I would rather know of a threat than be ignorant of it. what is live wire? I'm not sure what that is. Yeah, the camera's right above a little patch of ramps, Pappy. We found a big patch. Well, I didn't find it. Brother-in-law found a big patch up there where we was mushrooming in Logan. I'm on Rumble, and I think Rumble and Odyssey are they're doing like what they call beta testing right now for live videos. So hopefully they get that one because YouTube just likes to suppress people's freedom of speech. It don't matter if someone wants to come on here and tell me that the Earth is flat. They have every right to tell me that. I don't think it's flat. Again, I'm open to it, but they haven't proved to me that it is. And trust me, I've did a lot of looking into it. I do believe we are heliocentric. I think we are the middle. We are God's creation, and the rest of it revolves around this planet. I don't think we're heliocentric. I think we're geocentric. That's what I meant to say. But as far as it being flat, man, I don't think that's going on. But then again, if they could prove it, then I would definitely check it out. I hear an owl now. You got a whippoorwill and an owl. Kind of an odd sounding owl. Hang on, I'll be right back. Well, I thought I knew where something was at, but apparently not. of these days, I'm gonna put something back where I'll remember where it's at. I can't find my house keys either. One mad. I swear, I think I'm just one completely insane. Yeah, that's old Willie the whippoorwill. Amen, Pappy. I'm gonna try a call, see if I can get type of response. Because I know they was up at y'all hear that? Y'all hear that, or did I talk over it? Watch your ears. The moon is bright and beautiful tonight. Can y'all hear that? I'm gonna do another call. Watch your ears. I heard a knock as soon as I got home, and I think another knock up the holler. And right where the moon is, below its stinky holler, and that's where it sounded like it came from. And now I'm hearing other stuff. I haven't done any calls in a while. I think maybe they're hunting right now because the deer were out whenever I was coming home. And I think they use knocks and calls for locations. But don't take my word for it. I'm no Fauci. I think I just heard some tongue clicks. And we'll be quiet for a minute. Willie's not going to be quiet. He's a bit of a butthole. Has to be the neighbor's dog over the ridge line I'm hearing. I'm just wondering what it's barking at. Oh, Nick. Scared? I mean, yeah, there's been some pretty exciting times. I hear something coming out the hall. Tolerable, intolerable, a bit tired. See, right below the moon is there's a ridge line, and on this side of the mountain is Stinky Holler. On the other side, which the ridge line runs east west, and down at the end of that ridge line is the neighbor's house where the dogs are, which is, if I was to drive it, it would be almost 2 miles from right here. But going straight over the mountain, maybe a mile. But sound carries really good. And maybe the boogers like the neighbor better. I don't know. They're probably leaving scraps out or something. really supposed to be pink? This is the second time somebody said something. Well, why is it supposed to be pink for? It might have a bit of a pinkish tone to it. I don't know if that showed up. There was some kind of light up there on the ridge line, down above the ridge line. I think I seen a light up there. Now I've got the chill bumps too, which is weird. Yeah, it was right below the moon. I don't know if it was reflecting off something or what. It was just like it wasn't a lightning bug. Maybe it was. Maybe it was a really big lightning bug. Like the size of a raven or something. I remember where I put my flea right now. Hang on. It's in my safe. Duh. Well, wouldn't the flea be in the safe? It was on the couch. Because I did a little staking out at the barn past couple nights. Did y'all see the light? I guess it could be people running their coon hounds up there, but usually if you see that, it's a constant light, not just things like a flash. Like a like someone turned the flashlight on and off. I don't know. There probably isn't enough room or enough light to walk around up there in the dark without a flashlight. Pretty good moon. The Great Pyrenees. I would love to have one. My neighbor's got a couple. I don't know if they're like a breeding pair or whatever. I need to stop and talk to him. He's the one that had the boogers leave the deer and a crane or something in his yard. I don't know what it was. I haven't seen it again. Did y'all see it on there? Right below the moon. Maybe a little bit to the right. might it might have been Willie. Willie might have stolen my flashlights. He's right up there around the moon now. Where you at, Flat Rock? No, that's just Willie. He's he likes to sing his little heart out. I'm not seeing anything on the FLIR. And now I can't find my lighter. I'm a mess. He's getting ready to stop. I can't hear nothing. Let's see if I can see him on FLIR. Willie! Hush, dude. Trying to listen for buggers. Thank you. He listens well. You gotta know how to train your whippoorwills, you know what I'm saying? If you're listening for boogers. I mean, he's a beautiful singer and he loves showing it off, but man, sometimes you're listening for boogers and hey, you can't really hear nothing else but Willie. You're welcome, Matt. You like it? Man, that is one beautiful shot of the moon, ain't it? Come down through the woods like that. Not it. I would never shoot Willie. He's a good boy. Now he went over to aggravate the neighbors, I guess. Man, I wish they did a big knock or a hoot or something. I've never heard of a kangle. What is a kangle? Oh, he's moved on. I hear him now. He went over to see the neighbors. I like hearing them too. If it was a bit warmer, I would sleep out here on the porch tonight and listen to him all night. Actually, I hear about 3 of them right now. God, it sounds like about 5 or 6 of them now. on back. Thank you for your service. And you too, Pappy. What was that? That was a plane flying by, but right before it sounded like a grunt. I don't think it was the plane, but now something just got through. I don't know if y'all heard that or not. I don't see nothing. It sounds like a rock or something was thrown. Where's the thing at?
Nutsy. Seven chickens. I don't see nothing right now. Porch is a bit of a mess. The whole farm's a bit of a mess, just to be honest with you. Tell you what, it really opened up whenever I cut these pines out. What is that? Oh, that's the transformer. Yeah, actually, if you're looking through it without the phone, it's a lot better too. It's like a perfect night for a FLIR. It was warm earlier, and now it's pretty cool. It's getting colder. Was that a rabbit? In the middle of the driveway, and it's a water barrel by the barn. Or it's a booger in the middle of the driveway and he's making the camera go out of focus. Yeah, definitely a booger. Two rabbits. I actually got a FLIR that. Did y'all hear that? I've got a FLIR that plugs into this phone, but it won't let you go live. It'll record videos, but you can't go live with it, which kind of sucks. I was hoping you could. Let's walk up here a bit. Maybe I won't fall in the hole I dug. I'm trying to dig around this pine tree to get this one on the end out of there. Because usually pine tree roots are pretty shallow, but this one's giving me fits. much I'll probably walk up here and a freaking coyote will come out and I ain't got a weapon with me. I just throw a rabbit at it. What are you talking about, Matt? Why would anybody shoot rabbits? They bring the eggs. They leave them in my barn all the time. Pretty nice of them. Actually, I want to show you how to slip up on a rabbit and grab it by its tail. It might be hard to do with both my hands full right now, though. Heck up, happy you scared the rabbit off. Y'all talk too much rabbit hunting. Alright. I'm gonna turn this video into not child friendly. Animals on animals. Oh crap, I'm about to walk right in the hole. Well, make a pretty video. Look at these roots. I drove my truck in it. Some pretty tough digging. I'll get it. It's in the southeast. Well, all right, gang. I'm gonna jump off here, get me a shower, and kick back and see what all happened today. I'm sure it's just been another lovely day here on planet America. Owls that sound like monkeys. Those are what, caterwauling is what they call it. Pretty cool. It sounds funny, doesn't it? I've actually got a video of them doing it. Yeah, they sound just like monkeys or something. It's pretty wild. Pretty cool to listen to. Anyways, guys, everybody have a good night. Be good to each other. Do something nice for somebody tomorrow and then the next day and then the rest of your life. Trust in the Lord. Take Jesus Christ as your Savior. And God bless.